The Indiana Arts Council's Karen Salser is with us. She's brought David Ferguson with her this morning, and that could only mean one of, well, several things. David, good morning to you. Karen, good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you with us here. So big weekend, and it's finally here, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fifth annual Delaney Chevrolet Westsylvania Jazz and Blues Festival. So exciting.
I know, and one of the great things about it is that it is 5 years. Sometimes these festivals, they're born with great hope and they go away.
Exactly. And every year when I go to up the number to the next one, I'm like, this is just great. Something like this happening in our town and free to the public, outdoor concert all day long with really quality musicians all day. It's just fantastic.
Yeah. And David, I know, of course, you've been involved in this from the very beginning as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're really pleased with it. It's a really well-balanced program for the whole day. This year, it would be a good idea to come early because we have a number of our groups. We tend to feature educational acts early on, but this year they're going to be joined with a Grammy Award-winning artist, Darman Meter, who is recorded with the New York Voices. He's going to be working with our students and with Nevin Saylor's big band tomorrow night. We're going to have a rehearsal and some clinics with him. And then the first few acts are going to feature him. He's going to be performing with the Punxsutawney High School Vocal Jazz Ensemble, this is the first year that they've had such an organization. So this is kind of a cool stretch for them.
Yeah.
And then he's going to perform with our Westsylvania All-Stars. And these are students from 7 different schools, all from around our region. And then, as I mentioned, Nevin Saylor's big band, he's going to perform with them. And he's a fantastic jazz vocalist as well as a jazz saxophonist. So a multi-talented individual in Darman Meter.
Absolutely. Now, Karen, people can get a look at the schedule and everything else involved with the Westsylvania Jazz and Blues Festival.
Absolutely.
Online, right?
They can, yes. The Westsylvania jazzandblues.org, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Has a complete schedule and everything that you would possibly need to know. It's a fantastic site. Also, it's on our Facebook page for Indiana Arts Council. The schedule is listed on there as well. So it's, really easy to find.
And the dad band starts it off.
It does. Always the kickoff, and it's always a great time.
Yeah.
Followed by the Horace Mann Elementary Jazz Ensemble, which that's exciting to see, to have, the younger kids starting out and really very enthusiastic about wanting to come and play. So,
So the dad band starts it off at 10 o'clock.
That's right.
The Horseman Band at 10:30.
Correct.
All right. So for folks who have not experienced the Delaney Chevrolet Westsylvania Jazz and Blues Festival before, which is a mouthful,
it is.
I'll tell you.
Very well done.
Give folks an idea of where they're actually going to be experiencing these. What's the central location?
IRMC Park, right on North 7th Street off of Philadelphia Street in downtown Indiana. So there's easy access for parking at the parking garage, or you can find on-street parking anywhere around the area. And it's blocked off. There'll be lots of chairs set up, so you can take a load off and kick back and just really enjoy the day.
Yeah, and there are different venues that will be hosting musicians as well, correct?
After the performance is over in the evening, there's late night venues as well. You want to talk about that one?
Sure, yeah. We've got 5 different places around town who have partnered with us. Actually, we should mention that Friday night we have 2 performances that are associated with the festival as well.
Oh, okay.
So Friday night, H.R. Steinhaus, next to Bruno's, is going to have a group called the Inner Urge. And they're recent IUP grads, and they're absolutely fantastic. And then also Friday night, the RBG out at the Park Inn by Radisson has Jazz Trip Trio, and that's also a jam session. So if you want to bring your horn, you're welcome to sit in and play.
So both of those are tomorrow night?
Both of those are tomorrow night. And so people are welcome to go to those 2 places. And then on Saturday night, after the Common Heart concludes downtown, then we have Jazz with Dr. Mike at H.R. Steinhaus. We've got the Funky Fly Project at Levity. They blew the roof off the place last year.
Oh, yeah.
And they've got a main stage set back in at 1:30 on the main stage, but they're going to be at Funky Fly. Funky Fly is going to be at Levity then in the after hours. And then Josephine's is going to be featuring Grist for the Mill. Nobelstein is going to be a venue for us, and Jason Gamble's going to be performing there. Mm-hmm. And then Laura Ferguson and Friends is going to be performing at RBG, and that's also a jam session, so you're welcome to bring your horn.
Yeah. I went there last year afterwards. It was a good time. Yeah, lots of fun.
I think it's kind of cool that some of these groups are playing actually very early in the festival, and then they're just enjoying the festival through the rest of the day. Maybe one of the two of their musicians will hop up on stage with some other group. Who knows? But then they're going to get together again, and at the end of the festival itself, they're going to continue the festivities.
Absolutely.
David, are you going to be playing with anybody?
I'm going to be playing bass with the Dad Band, and I'm going to be playing trumpet with Nevin Saylor's big band.
What are some of the numbers that you're going to be doing?
Oh, goodness. With Nevin's big band, we're going to be playing things like All the Things You Are and Lightnin', some of the things that we've played at other events before. But with Darman Meter, he's an arranger as well, so he has several of arrangements they sent. I know that we're going to be doing Cheek to Cheek. There's an original composition called Open Invitation, and there's one other that I'm drawing a blank on, but I know that we've got some of those. There's a good mix of different styles of jazz that are going to be represented.
I know getting the musicians together for the Nevin Saylor group is you guys are all so accomplished, and you sound so good together. But talk a little bit about the energy when you get someone like Darvin coming in, and get the opportunity to play with someone of that accomplishment who has such fresh perspectives, maybe for some of you folks.
Sure, yeah. I think that the cobwebs get dusted off. You know, it's easy to just kind of be complacent. It probably isn't the right word, but comfortable, I think, is probably a better word for it. And then knowing that you have the opportunity to maybe take it up a notch is really, really helpful. And actually, the group itself, just getting together with a bunch of other people, big bands aren't as common as they used to be, and so a lot of us play in smaller groups. Yeah, and just the energy of a big band itself is really a lot of fun to play with. And we've got a great rhythm section. Mark Nelson's going to be joining us on drums, and Bob and Shelley Insko. They come over from the Kiski area, Vandergrift way. So some folks drive in a little bit to play with us.
Yeah, and you got to bring out your A game then. A little competition going on there. You don't want to bring the group down. And I think everybody has that feeling when they know that Karen Salser will be on stage solo.
Of course. Yeah, I haven't dug out my horn for a while. That would be a little awkward. I think they'd be pulling me off the stage.
You fake playing, don't you?
Well, back in the day, I actually did play, but I wouldn't want to do it right now.
That day has passed, you're saying?
For now. Yeah, now it's just I sit down with my daughter and practice with her. So,
David mentioned Funky Fly playing at 1:30. Some of the other groups that we're going to see through the afternoon, the Jimmy Adler Band.
He played at our blues night last year?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, and boy, was that a nice performance. That was great. We were really excited that he was willing to come back and perform for us here once again. So yeah, says at 2:45, and then Sean Maxwell's New Tomorrow is at 4:15, and 5:45 Tubby Daniels Band will be performing, and then the final performance of the evening at 7:30 is the Common Heart.
Yeah. Now David mentioned them. What do they bring to the stage?
Common Heart is a 10-piece rhythm and blues band. They're tearing their way across the United States. They're based out of Pittsburgh, but they perform a lot of. There's a little bit of a Joe Cocker flavor to them.
Oh yeah.
The really dynamic performance. horns, backup singers, the whole works, and
A lot of energy.
A lot of energy in that group. A really big following out of Pittsburgh. So we're really, really glad to feature them.
Yeah, and for folks who are listening, they're saying, well, geez, you're bringing all this talent into Indiana for this jazz festival. This is going to cost me a mint to go see them. It's not, is it? It's not going to cost them anything.
No, that's the amazing thing. The efforts that go into fundraising and through the generosity of businesses and people such as Delaney Chevrolet and so many others makes this possible to be able to provide this whole day of performances completely free to the public. It's just a fantastic opportunity to enjoy just a ton of great music.
Yeah, my goodness gracious. You're going to have pretty good weather for it, too. They actually improved the forecast.
Yes, I know. I've been checking it closely.
Habitually, yeah.
Once they realized the dad band was going to be opening things up, they said, well...
That's exactly it.
I mean, partly sunny, and then they even narrowed it down. They said a very slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, and they said between 11 a.m. and noon.
There it is.
I've never seen them issue a forecast such as that, but that's what they did. Yeah. Of course, they could be lying. Who knows?
Something else we can mention is a new addition to the festival, thanks to a lot of hard work on the part of Borough Council and the Indiana Borough Police, is we'll be able to have open container within the IRMC Park area. That'll begin at noon, and Noblestein and Levity will have beer available for purchase, and that's going to be another feature so that you can stay and kick back and relax with a brew if you choose. So that's a new addition to the festival as well.
Terrific. All right, we're out of time, but we want to direct people once more to the website. It is Westsylvania. Actually, my eyes aren't good enough. WestsylvaniaJazzandBlues.org, where you'll find everything you need to know about it. Thank you both.
That's it. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Good to have you with us here today. It's Indiana in the Morning, presented as always by First Commonwealth Bank, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. Fox News coming up next, top of the hour. Josh Woodison is in the newsroom after that. Jack Benedict with sports and that exciting Homer Center walk-off victory yesterday in the District 6 championship game. That's all part of the mix. Pirates playing this afternoon against the Cincinnati Reds. They had a 12-inning victory last night.